Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a video about being a side piece. Of course, we're going to listen to what happens, and of course, I want to get my take on it. And also stay to the end of the video because I'm going to give some advice if if a man or woman or anybody decides they want to be someone's side piece. All right, let's begin.
Plaintiff Pauline Haig says she's been in a sexual relationship with the defendant for 11 years. Despite the fact that he's married, Pauline claims she's sick of being the defendant's mistress, so she is now dating a woman.
All right, let me say this real quick. That's what will happen sometimes. Sometimes when in certain situations or circumstances with a woman that if she can't find a man or to be committed to, or in some cases, some women don't want a man to be committed to. They just want a man they can hook up with, have fun with, spend time with, but they don't want nothing serious with them. But they will be that man's side um, chick or side piece just because that's something they choose or want to do. And in this case, she said in this case, the narrator said that she had been dealing with this guy here for 11 years, and now she says she's sick of it. And obviously, it seems like she's probably sick of it because she probably wanted more. She might have got involved with this guy here, might have caught feelings, and sometimes that happens in some cases. Some people, mess around and be a person's side piece, and sometimes they catch, feelings or emotions get involved. And that's what it sounds like. This is what happened here with this lady here. She got involved with this guy here. He was, messing with for 11 years. She probably wanted more. He probably wasn't willing to give her more. So she got tired, and now she says she's done with that, and now she's ready to move on. All right, let's continue.
And she refuses to leave her for the defendant. Pauline suing today for unpaid loans. Defendant Benjamin Bryant admits that Pauline has been his side chick for 11 years, and when he's mad at his wife, he goes to Pauline's house.
All right, let me say this real quick before you continue. As the narrator said here in the beginning, that when he's mad with his wife, that he goes to a side chick. Well, sometimes in some relationships, in some marriages, that does happen. They're having an argument or having disagreement, or things ain't working out right. Then man will leave and go deal with another woman and stuff like that. And I could be wrong here, but in most cases, when men do this, not saying it's right, but when a man does this, he usually does this because maybe his wife is, probably not being, intimate or being sexually active with him as much or as what he likes. So sometimes that does happen in a relationship, and even in a lot of marriages too. Not all marriages, of course, but some marriages where they get married, um, woman doesn't want to maybe have sex or do it as much, maybe, and man wants it. So sometimes when he's not getting it or doesn't get it as much as he would like, he will step out and find a side woman or side piece, to deal with. And a lot of times, in some cases, when that happens, a lot of times, if a wife is not, fully sleeping that much, sleeping with her husband as much as maybe it's because maybe in some cases she might have a side piece. She might have a side guy. So she has some cases some women do have a side piece or side guy that they mess with, and then they married, but instead of leaving her husband or whatever, they'll stay married because maybe the children, financial situation, and things of that nature as well. All right, let's continue.
And then he goes back home when he's mad at Pauline. However, Benjamin insists he is done with Pauline.
Well, a lot of times, if you're married and you have a side piece, that's what's usually is going to happen. It's usually something that's usually not going to last. It usually might last for a little while, but it usually it's not going to last long, especially if one of the persons or people, want something more serious. Now, if a man you're dealing with you're dealing with a woman who's your side piece. Sometimes when you're dealing with her, she's probably maybe in most cases she's gonna want more. She's gonna probably want you to leave your girlfriend or your wife, and hopefully she wants you to commit to her. And if you don't end up committing to her, then she will probably decide to say I had enough and move on. And the same thing goes also in some other cases when a woman does it as well, because women do this same thing too. They could be in a relationship or they could be married. They can have a guy they deal with on the side, they hook up with him, and then they start dealing with him. And then sometimes he wants more, sometimes he wants her to leave her boyfriend or her husband. And then and then a lot of times in those cases, the woman usually in most cases, the women will usually break it off because if a man gets like that or begins to be clingy and wants more, and she knows she's not willing to leave her boyfriend or her husband in that case, she usually will, break the relationship off. All right, let's continue.
Start with you.
I've been knowing Benjamin for 11 years. We've been in a relationship for 11 years. Benjamin is married. I'm his side chick, and I'm tired of being his side chick.
Ain't no shame in your game. That's right.
I knew he was married, but at the time he was telling me he was married, he wasn't married.
And let me say this too, and that happens sometimes in some cases as well too. When a person hook up with someone and that, like she said, person is married, and some women not all women of course, but some women they like dealing with a man that's married because they know if a man is married, they ain't gotta be fully committed to him, especially if they not wanting a full commitment or full relationship with the man. They don't mind having it. And some women also like messing with a married man because simple fact is they want that man. They have sometimes have the mindset that hey, I can get with him and maybe hook up with him, and maybe I could make him leave his wife and make him my man full time. Some women, some women, some side, chicks or side pieces think like that as well. And men, well, most time when men have a side chick or side piece, their thing is really in most cases their tend is just to be able to have the woman hook up with her and stuff like that. But more likely, they're not trying to make the woman leave her husband and stuff. But sometimes, in some cases, that does happen. Sometimes the guy's dealing with the woman and he gets emotionally attached to her, or he start, as they say, quote unquote, catching feelings for her. Then he might begin to talk about, hey, what about us being together? Are you leaving your boyfriend or are you leaving your husband? In some cases like that. All right, let's continue.
He just got married in 2009.
Okay.
So I told him that I'm tired of being his side chick and I want him to pay me my money.
That's right. If it's true. If it's true. Anything else you want me to know?
I got an audio.
About yourself or your background? Are you from where you from?
I'm from North New Jersey.
Okay.
I live in Rochester though.
All right.
I have a girlfriend now. Benjamin want me to leave my girlfriend for him. And I'm not,
All right, let me say this for they can tell you. And sometimes in some cases, she wanted him to be with her. I mean, she wanted to be with him, and he didn't want to be with her, so she decided to break off. And then she probably couldn't find a man, or didn't or get a man that she wanted, or couldn't find a man to really take her seriously to settle down with. So she decided, to get involved with a woman, and sometimes that does happen, in some cases. All right, see.
I'm going to leave my girlfriend
You what?
because he's still married. I have a girlfriend. And Benjamin want me to leave my girlfriend for him now, because he no longer doing his wife.
Okay.
I'm not leaving my girlfriend for Benjamin.
So she a side chick now?
That's a good point. Double side chick.
Double side.
Your girlfriend. All right.
She know about Benjamin.
Okay.
Benjamin know about her too.
All right.
Only one don't know about us is the wife.
Wife, she know now.
Yeah.
But she will very shortly.
Defendant Benjamin Bryant admits that he's been having sex with the plaintiff for 11 years, despite the fact that he's married.
All right, you give me some background, Benjamin.
Let me say this for the continue. Say this for the continue. Well, I will give him credit for one thing. At least he did open arms, let the woman know that, hey, if you want to, yeah, I'm married, so if you want to mess with me and be my side chick, okay, fine, you can. And she's, I guess, she was like, okay, she agreed with it. She dealt with it for 11 years. And now she's, I guess, at the point, hey, it's not going anywhere. She's probably tired of just being his side piece, so she decided to move on. And, hey, that's what happened if you choose to do that or go that route. All right, let's resume.
I'm from Rochester, New York, and what she said is right. I'm married, and she's my side chick, and like
How long?
11 years.
That's what I thought
So
you said.
so then when I'm mad at my wife, I go see her, and then when I'm mad at her, I go back home.
Does your wife know? Does your wife know?
Nah.
That's what she said. And so you understand that you're probably going to have a problem after this airs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me say this. His wife probably, she might not actually know, but I'm pretty sure she suspect that he is doing something, especially he been married to this woman for a long time, that he leaves. They get mad, upset that he leaves, and he goes out, and then he comes back. I know the wife probably suspects something going on. In fact, she probably don't even, the wife might not even really care, because like I said before, she probably, she probably has a guy that she deals with on the side herself. So she probably, she probably knows, but don't really have substantial evidence or hasn't caught him. But I'm pretty sure she knows. And more likely, I wouldn't be surprised if his wife has another man on the side that she's dealing with. All right, let's continue.
So why do you do this to I'm just curious. You all are very interesting people.
That's just me. I mean,
But why are you creating a major problem in your life?
that's just me. I mean,
What other problems have you
don't-
had in life that
I
you
don't-
created?
I don't know. I'm not gonna see that as a problem.
Your wife knowing that you've had a side chick for 11 years. You don't think she's going to have a problem with that?
Yeah, she might have a problem, but
That's what we're talking about.
But I don't see it as
You
a
don't
problem.
think she's going to put you out?
He already put out.
No, I leave.
No, but permanently, you're not going to come back one of these times, and this might be the time, sir.
Okay, I'm prepared for that.
Where you going to go?
I got
in my
other
house.
places to go. I
Where you
got
say
other,
you going?
Probably to my house.
To your house?
All right, but let me say this too. Obviously, if his wife, like I said, she might suspect but probably don't know. But after this show airs, she's probably going to find out and know. And more likely, she's probably will leave and file for divorce and everything like that. So, and then he'll probably, like I said, have to go find him somewhere to go. But that's either here or there. But and more likely, if she finds out, the wife might end up staying anyway. But she'll more likely, if she don't already have a side guy, more likely she stays. She probably is going to turn around and have one or find one. and have one. After this, situation and circumstance. So, so that's consequences, of what you or the guy has to deal with if he has a side piece, and also consequences of a woman she decides to have a side piece or side dude as well. All right, let's continue.
This is very compelling and interesting. I've been doing this for 17 years now. This is one of the most amusing that I've had. All right. Y'all done threw me off about the case. What we here for?
I don't know.
I forgot. What you saw him about today?
A loan that I get, that he promised to pay back. I loaned him $80 in last year in January, and I loaned him $70 in April.
All right, let me say this. Well, like I said, I had videos on my channel here about lending money. So all you want to find out what you should do or shouldn't do when it comes to lending money, go check those videos out. Now, she sounded like, for what she's saying here, she lent them money twice. Said she lent them $80 once and then $70 twice. Now, in this case, I understand, maybe why she did it, because they were, she was his side chick and they were messing around, kicking it, so he needed money. So I guess that's why she probably didn't have a problem or issue lending him money. But usually, in most cases, like I tell people, like I said in my other videos about lending money, go check those out here on my channel here. I tell people that if you lend someone money once, and I wouldn't advise you to lend them money again, not until they pay you back. And if you lend them, and if you want to lend it to them twice, that's up to you. But more likely, if they borrow money from you once and then they didn't pay you back and they want to borrow money from you again, more likely, you're not going to, more likely, if you didn't get it back the first time, probably not going to get it back the second time. So that's just a thing, something, for you to think about when it comes to lending money. All right, let's continue.
All right. And when was he to repay it?
May the 4th. I have a promissory note.
Okay. Let's see.
And one thing I will say, though, she did the right thing. She does have a promissory note. I mentioned that in the other videos. If you're going to lend money, make sure get a promissory note if you're going to lend money to somebody. So kudos to her for that. All right, let's continue.
Let me hear from you, sir.
She telling the truth.
And one thing I give him credit. At least he didn't lie to the judge and say he denied or say, no, I don't know, or I don't remember her borrowing money from her. At least he admitted that, hey, she's telling the truth, that he did borrow the money from her. And usually when you borrow money from somebody, you should just be honest enough to pay them back. But I give him credit for that. At least he was open and honest about that part. All right, let's continue.
So you really didn't need to come here. You trying to get a divorce. Is that what you're doing?
Pretty much.
All right. I know you had to be, because you didn't have a reason to come here if you agree you owe her. You're not contesting it. Court is to contest things.
Right. But I'm just done with her.
You ain't said that 2 days ago.
You're done with your wife, too. You're going to be.
Pretty much, yeah.
So who you going to have?
I mean, there's other women in my life.
Did you know that?
No, it's not.
Well, she said, he said this. She said, no, it's not. Maybe because you don't know about it, don't mean he don't know other women or probably talking to other women, not even dealing with another woman or other women. So you can't really say that. But like I say, this is, one of the consequences of, for being, if you're going to have a side chick, if you're married and you choose to have a side chick, um, it's one of the consequences you might have to face your wife finding out and she's leaving you. But if you're one of those guys who don't care if she leaves or whatever, okay, so be it. But, also same thing for a woman too. A woman decides to have a side piece or side dude, as I say, then her husband finds out, then it's a consequence that the fact is that he might leave. And I know in some cases, some women, they really don't care. But, that's a chance you take if you decide to go that route. All right, let's continue.
Don't nobody want it?
No.
Defendant Benjamin Bryant admits that he's been having sex with the plaintiff for 11 years, despite the fact that he's married.
Judgment is clearly for her. But I just need to know I just need to know what's going on out there in the world.
Or in Rochester.
Or in Rochester, New York. That's right. All right. All right, I'll grant you your judgment, ma'am. And good luck to y'all. Good luck with your wife. I believe you're going to get put out and you can't go there, right?
No, my girlfriend is there.
Well, can't go there. You're going to get put out, so start looking. And start packing. Judgment for the plaintiff, 140.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Right. Ain't nothing else to say. I'm glad I won my money, though.
It's cool.
All right, anyway, that's it on that. Before I end this, let me say this. If you're a man, you a woman, you're in a relationship with someone, you should be open and honest with them and everything. And I was trying to say, yeah. So if you're a man, you're a woman, you're in a relationship with someone, and you decide that you should be faithful to the person if you're in a relationship with the person. Now, if the subject comes up where if she says you or the woman discuss and you let her know that, hey, I'm with you, but I'm also seeing other people and everything like that, and she's like, and y'all both decide to have an open relationship, then it's okay. If y'all choose to do that, if she's okay with you being with her and then having a side chick or something like that, then okay. If you're okay with her having a side dude and being with her, okay then. But either if you're married, it should just be between you two. But if you're married and she's okay with you having a side chick and you're married, okay, fine. Then you do it. But also, in turn, she will probably be, having a side dude as well in this case. But it has been like, I know in cases of polygyny, like they used to do in the Bible, where a man could have more than one wife, and they have cases in the Bible, different, people, patriotic, they, had more than one wife, and that's the way God would prefer it. If a man should be a man and a woman married, but if it's going to be the case, then man should, if you're going to have other women, then he should make that other woman or other women his wife. Just kind of highlight they did in the Bible, like with people like Solomon, David, um, Abraham, just to name a few, people in the Bible, back, during the Old Testament where there was allowed. Um, that's the way you should do it. But I say this: if you in a relationship with a woman and you decide that it's just going to be you and her, and you go and mess around and have a side chick, Also, I will say this: you shouldn't do it, but if you're going to do it, at least let the side chick know that, hey, I have a girlfriend, or hey, I do have a wife, and let her know that, so that way if she sees you out with your girlfriend or with your wife, then hey, at least she knows that, okay, you told her, you was honest with her that you had a wife, or you had a girlfriend, so she can't really get mad or upset about it, even though she might not like it. But also on top of that as well too, like if you're in a relationship or even married and you decide to have a side dude, I mean, just be open and honest and let the man know that, hey, I have a husband or I have a boyfriend, who we're together, who live together and everything, and let him know that, so that way if he sees you out with your husband or with your with your husband or boyfriend, then hey, at least he knows that, hey, not. But if you mess around and have a side chick, for guys, if you have a side chick and you don't let her know that you have a girlfriend and she sees you out with your girlfriend or your wife, it's a likely chance she will approach you and ask you what's going on, who is this woman and everything and stuff like that, and that can cause chaos, confusion, and problems. And same with a guy as well too. Same with you ladies. If you're married or you have a boyfriend and you have a guy that you mess around with and you don't let him know that you're married or in a relationship, and he sees you with another man, then he's likely to approach you and that man. Then it's gonna, be a problem. Might end up getting into a fight, someone get hurt or even get killed. So, excuse me. That's my advice to you all. If you ladies, if you choose to if you want to be in a relationship and you choose to have a side dude, that's my advice to you. What you should do. And man, if you're in a relationship or married and you choose to have a side chick, that's my best advice to you as well. All right. Anyway, that's going to be it for that. I ask you all to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with others. And until the next time, to the next video, take care. God bless you all. Peace.